Drip Feed Gaming here, guys. Let's talk about Red Dead Online and its current state of existence. Red Dead Online is a broken game. It hasn't worked right for months now. Ever since the Moonshiners DLC came along, it's kind of just fractured the game. And there seems to be very little response from Rockstar unless it is to fix some kind of glitch where people can make money. But when it comes to, bugs and glitches like the Moonshine Shack not spawning, the Moonshine Shack not spawning people inside of it, like Maggie or Marcel, or the Moonshine Shack and its infinite loading screen when you try to sell, or the camp spawns, or the animal spawns, or my personal favorite is when you see a animal right when you spawn into a session and you shoot it and throw it on your horse and your camp just disappears. And your camp will not reappear until you get rid of that animal. That one takes the cake, in my opinion. I mean, it really does. Now, I remember a few weeks ago when that one gentleman got together and he put together a petition that I think close to 20,000 people signed. Yeah, 20,000 people signed that thing, and it prompted Rockstar support to respond on Twitter. And that response, you should go look it up. Do yourself the favor and just go look. That response there is one of the most tone-deaf, disrespectful responses that could have been given. When they sat there and said that some of the sessions, by some, I think they meant every single session with more than 16 people in it, which is the default of the sessions is about 24 people. You can go up to 30. But the game deliberately tries to put you into a session with 24 people. So here's the thing, is that, these people aren't stupid. They know exactly that if they limit the session populations to 16 people or less, all these problems disappear. All the glitches, all the bugs, but they don't change at all. They just let it happen. So this calls into question, just the veracity of Rockstar's games in even supporting Red Dead Online at this moment in time. They seem to have an agenda, and that agenda is one where they get new users, get new people to buy the game, and try to milk as much money out of them as possible and as quickly as possible, and then move on to the next new gamer after they've run their course with these people. So it's, and you go to the Newswire and you look, and you'll see on the Newswire, you'll have deals and promotions for new players consistently, every time, for the new players. And when they do anything for the, quote-unquote veteran players, you'll see that you'll have it up to level 60. As a recording of this, my character in Red Dead Online is 423, I think. I routinely see players in the 200s as I'm playing. So it's a very blatant and obvious actions that they take, which is a total disregard for any players past a certain hour of, just playing the game. Because there's going to be a point where your new players are not going to spend that money. Now, I sat there and I spent the $5 to buy the gold right when the game was released a year and a half ago now. And there really has been very little change to the game in the past year and a half. Now, you have very little change that came when they took it out of beta. Like the day before beta and the day after beta, there was zero difference in the game. Zero. And I think the only reason why it went out of beta, quote unquote, is because they had to give a report to shareholders and stockholders, and they're just like, well, this game has been in quote unquote beta for 6 months, which is ridiculous to begin with. I mean, it kind of blows out what the whole entire meaning of a beta is. It's not even, you just don't even want to validate that kind of thinking, where they can just basically not do anything with the game and keep it in a perpetual state by saying, oh, it's just a beta, when they're not doing anything with it besides adding some poorly balanced game modes every now and then. But I mean, where's Jessica Leclerc and her storyline? Where is things beyond the camp? I mean, we've gone now 5-6 months without any real update to the game, and I don't expect the next update to be anything that is, it's going to be like the Moonshiners. Let's just be honest with ourselves. If it does turn out to be this naturalish road, don't have any expectations beyond 2 weeks to you're bored again, and you forget about the game for a few months before the next DLC, and you might play it again. And hey, maybe 2-3 years from now, there might be enough content in Red Dead Online for it to be a playable game, and they might have fixed the animal spawns in 2 to 3 years. Maybe. It's seriously doubtful, because for them to, I mean, they could fix it right now by just limiting the player base to 16 people or less, but they don't, which says that they are okay with the game being broken. Or they just don't want to admit that they fucked up. And they don't want to admit that they can't have this world that they want with 30 fucking players in it. They just need to drop it down to 16 and be happy. But they don't want to do that. No. Same reason they don't want to give you that solo mode. That won't fit the player base. It's horse shit. Absolute horse shit. And it's disgusting to hear it, because I know that if you play the game to any real degree, you understand just how broken it is and continues to be. And if it wasn't for the base core play of it, which made it fun, what makes it fun, I mean, we're talking about this game would be in the same realm as Atlas. And we all know how that game's coming along. Well, that's been my complaint. I'll hit y'all with another next week. We'll do another State of Being. We'll see if they actually got around to doing something different. And let's see what tomorrow, Tuesday, offers us. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Drip Feed out.